Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's doing really well today. I'm currently in the middle of a drive that I'm taking from Maine back to Austin, Texas, and I'm going to be going to visit some amazing clients that I have in the Austin area. And I go once a month now to see them, and I love this. I love this trip. This is my last time driving it for a while. I'll be flying back and forth. But Sunday morning I left Temple, Maine, and had all kinds of obstacles. It had, power outage, had a giant tree that fell in front of our road that prevented me from being able to leave. There's only one way out of where I live, and there was a giant tree blocking it. And so not having a chainsaw to help get the tree out of the way and not having the time, it was going to probably take several hours for somebody to get out to where I was in Temple, Maine, to be able to remove that tree. I mean, this was a big tree. We had 50 plus mile an hour winds the night before. And before I could even get a quarter mile out of my house, there's this tree blocking the road. And there's only one way out. And there's only 4 of us that live out this way. There's a population of 500 people where I live right now in Maine. And so the cool thing is I had this winch installed on my Jeep. This thing that people say no one ever uses it. You just buy one and it looks nice on your Jeep. Well, I bought one and that thing came in handy. Without having a chainsaw, I was able to hook that thing up. I couldn't move the whole tree at once. That was my first instinct. It's dragging my Jeep. And so instead, I ripped that tree to pieces. Branch by branch, I hooked the winch up and the chain up to every single branch on that tree and stripped that mother down to its bare bones, just a trunk. And then by that time, I was able to wrap the winch around and move the tree out of the way and was able to get back in my car, because I'm driving my car, not the Jeep, and drive right past it. That felt freaking resourceful and amazing. It is humbling to know you live in a place where, one, we lost power and having to, stay warm because it's like 30 degrees at night and colder. And then the next day, leaving super early in the morning and realizing, wow, I can't leave because there's trees down everywhere. It's crazy. So had an amazing first day though after that. So what a crazy transition. I go from being in the middle of the woods of a population of 500 people, trees down, power's out, to like 7 hours later, I'm walking in the middle of Times Square in New York City. Such an incredible contrast from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. But had a blast. So spent the day in New York City, had a blast walking around. I love New York City. I love being in Times Square. It feels alive. Like, I love being in the mountains of Colorado and exploring nature, but there's something also kick-ass about being in the middle of a city like New York. It's unreal. I don't know if I could ever live there, but to just be in its presence is unreal. So spent the day in New York. Next morning, got up late. Enjoyed my drive. I made it. I probably drove about 11 hours. Got to Bristol, Tennessee. That's where I am right now. And I got to tell you, no matter how far I've driven, like I've gone 1,100 miles so far since Sunday. And in 1,100 miles, I've yet to escape the rain and the gray clouds. It has followed me wherever I go. I cannot get away from the damn clouds and rain. And it felt like it was 9 o'clock at night all day driving yesterday. And I need sunshine in my life, man. I'm so looking forward to getting to Austin, Texas, where it's supposed to be warm and sunny and the weather shows rain. But, right now the sun's starting to peek through the clouds and I've got a lot of hope. I got to tell you what, I'm changing my perspective on the day. Lately, I've been in a funk. I've been in this emotional funk. I've been in a creativity funk where I've been like those clouds, just gray and kind of just down, and when I get that way, my perspective becomes like a tunnel. All I see is what's in front of me. And I tend to focus on just what I'm lacking in life, what I don't have enough of, I'm not enough. All these things start coming to light where it's just like, man, I'm just not enough in life. I'm just not doing well enough. There's no opportunities. So, I'm really shifting my perspective, because when I'm at my best, I see not what's directly in front of me, but I shift my perspective to this place of like abundance and gratefulness. And much like the sun that's starting to poke out of the clouds right now, that feels like me. And I feel like I'm starting to feel more alive again. And as I do that, my perspective and my vision starts shifting more to not what's in front of me, but my peripheral. And that's where all the greatest opportunity is. You know, that's when I feel great. It's like all the abundance in life is always on the peripheral of me, like on the outside. It's never what's directly in front of me. And on the flip side of it, I also start to feel more grateful for what I do see directly in front of me. All the love and support that I actually have around me, I start to see clearer now. And I really couldn't do that without amazing people in my life. So as I've been driving, I've just been trying to connect with people and chatting it up. And yeah, I hope to reconnect with some people while I'm in Austin. I really look forward to it. So I encourage everybody today, if you're in a down place, you know, you're not feeling right, you're just feeling like you're not enough, you know, I really encourage you to kind of shift that perspective and think about the things. Just force yourself to think about the things you're really grateful for, because we're truly surrounded with all this abundance. Because that tree that was directly down in front of me before I left, and I felt like I'm going to delay my trip. I'm not going to be able to get out of here. I might have to cancel it. The moment I stopped and paused and took a minute to think, I realized how creative it was and how I could actually find a way out by using the resources that were around me to get me around that tree, which seemed impossible at the time. But and the cool thing is that my wife Nikki was able to join me, and we had a blast. We actually had a lot of fun overcoming that obstacle. So it's all about how you look at things. So please, you know, try and look at that world through a perspective of gratefulness, and you will see so much abundance around you. I promise you that. I promise. And look, it's raining again, but the sun's still trying to work its way out of the clouds. It's relentless. I love it. And so, and also that's the thing too, I need to remember, even though I don't always like the gray and the rain, you know, with the rain also comes abundance and new life and growth. So maybe this is a season of growth for me. I'm going to take that and sit on it for a while. That's good. I like that. Live with a courageous heart, my friends. Love you all. Have a great day. Bye.